Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Original Diathor, aka Ben. This is where I play games, mostly, usually, sometimes, maybe, occasionally. I've been away for ages and I do apologise. I've been meaning to come back. I just haven't had the chance yet. It was Christmas, it was crazy, everything was busy. I got a new microphone, look at it. Look at it, it's so pretty. I love it. I hope it's you know, a good level. I hope I sound crisp and clear. I'm going to be listening back to it and making some adjustments. Not during the stream. So whatever it is now, unless you can give me some feedback in the chat, whatever it is now, you deal with it. Anyway, so I hope we've got some nice levels. I hope you can hear me clearly. I'm going to try my best. We are going to be continuing on with Sherlock Holmes, Crime and Punishments. So without further ado, let's do that. So for those of you who were privy to last stream, we were solving the riddle on the rails. Everything was going great. I was pretty much at conclusion point, and then my internet went down. So we didn't actually get to the end of the conclusion, unfortunately. So that's today's first task. I've somewhat forgotten how to play the game. How do I... Is it R? Nope. J? Nope. One of these buttons allows me to draw a conclusion, and I've forgotten which one. Let's walk. Oh. Ah! What did I press? Was it X? Was it V? V? B. Ah, B. Cool. Right. Okay. I'm in the right. Okay. So I've only got 2 conclusions so far. So that was my main issue last time. I was trying to get to the end of the conclusions and I couldn't get there. So we're trying to work out how to get a final conclusion. Hang on, so what's the conclusion so far? Mexicans sealed in Chileans. Chileans stole the prototype. Okay, so we've got 2 conclusions there. This only has 1 thing, so I guess through swappage we end up... Oh, it's all going wrong now. Let's pick that one. One. That one. Hang on, let's have a look at. Let's see what it is for this one. Right. Okay. So that's that, and then if the Chileans stole the prototype. Okay, so there's got to be something about the train. Could be sunk at Doncaster. That's what it has to be. So hang on. Let's refer to the map, because if it was sunk at Doncaster, then which way was it going? That's right, I think it was coming down the way towards London. That sounds familiar. And there was a potential it sunk at Doncaster, so it would have reached Chesterfield. So it would have passed Chesterfield. That's not going to match, so it has to be sabotaged there. Doesn't match with the theft. So that one. No, that doesn't match. That doesn't make sense. It would have missed Doncaster. So it could be something. There must be something at Doncaster that I'm missing, essentially. That's... Oh. There's got to be something that I missed. Okay, let's go back to... I'm going to go to Doncaster station then. Is that where I am now? That's a good question. I should have checked to see if I was actually at Doncaster already. Because there must be a clue or something that I've missed. Because this, basically the suggestion is at Doncaster that the train may have been sunk in there. That's the suggestion anyway.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Great, you're helpful. Cool. What was at the beach? Oh, cramps. I wish I finished solving this last time. Now I've forgotten everything. Okay, so the beach has a caravan there. Excuse me. Las Zarpas labels found at the beach near the lake. Oh. Search archives. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Zarpas label. Las Zarpas. Okay, I don't think it would be... Marks and symbols? Maybe?
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
I'm working on it. Okay, so I don't think it's any of those. I'm looking at newspapers. This room was opens. Fenian condemned for murder. Dawson. I'm probably looking for something quite specific.
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
Emma Keith's murder. Colchester earthquake. How many years worth of newspapers does he keep? Yeah, nothing obvious there. Let's try encyclopedias. Institutes, Antique, Parliament. Ah! Las Zarpas. The Las Zarpas barges are leaders in heavy goods transportation. The Las Zarpas label belongs to the Mexican consortium Caracal, who cover shipping, electricity services, and mining.
Here it is.
So this must give us a final clue. There it is. So barges. The Mexicans had recently utilised barges at the lake, probably to transport something very heavy. So on that basis, the train had been sunk in the flooded quarry. What's this? Mexicans drown the Chileans. It was a very carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans, sank the train and flooded quarry to hide their crime. It's either blind justice. The Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans has cost many lives. We must act quickly, contact Lestrade, and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict. Excuse me. Or it's a political game. A criminal organisation such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted and turned to his own advantage. I mean, judging by the physical evidence that we've seen, the fact that I remember now that we saw several places where there were heavy things moved, and that's if we look down here, this is what the suggestion is here, that they took whatever was here and hoiked it up on a thing, what do you call it, like a cart, and took it away. I mean, this one seems the most... We don't want to risk international conflict. Not bothered about whether Mycroft would take advantage, would turn to his own advantage. I kind of feel like because of the level of what they've done, it should be dealt with swiftly. Because it's quite a serious... issue. International conflict. Oh, let's go for... Oh, do I want to do that? Obviously, seems... to be fair, if it is a bigger issue, maybe approaching it indirectly is the better choice. But then, ugh, like, hair in the mouth. But then if we approach it directly, we can arrest those responsible, and it will have a big hit on the organisation responsible. Oh, it's quite a... Hey, hello. Hello, brother. How are you? Do you like my new microphone? I don't know if you can quite see it. I put my top up like that. There you go. Here it is, in all its glory. Does it sound good? Alright, sounds lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can hear my dulcet, snotty tones of my blocked nose even more clearly than before. What would you choose here, brother? Since you're here, you can help me with some insight. Would you choose for the police to blast in and potentially cause some international conflict, or would you choose the more cloak and dagger version and let the politicians sort it all out? politicians despite my love in a game of war. Okay, I think you have a fair point. Here we go. Hopefully it's the correct deduction. I think it is. Solve the mystery. Tick! Okay, let's see what they say.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Ooh.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barkazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
Oh.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
Do it!
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Fabulous. See what happens.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away. Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
Yeah.
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
He seems very nervous. Sometime later. Oh, that's a man with a gun. Peekaboo.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Got him.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Oh, bad. Do I have to do something here? Oh, I do. I didn't realise that was going to be shooting.
Holmes, I had to do it.
It is all right, Watson. He got what he deserved.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence.
Indeed
After
you
I
do.
returned from Afghanistan, I vowed never to take another human life.
Watson, you did in fact save a life. You should focus on that. Now come, there is still much to do.
It was carefully planned murder. Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train to hide their crime. The dam breach was played to their advantage. They used their own barges to keep the train on the run for a few seconds and then sank it into the flooded quarry. The railway tracks were removed to hide the crime. A criminal organisation such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach, and the decision was made to give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict. Okay. Did I get the correct ending? Odds on. I did! And I got all the clues, which is perfect. Back to finish case. First case will be removed. No, I don't want to select another moral choice. I made the correct one. My ranking, personality ranking, commiserative. Okay, most people chose. Well, obviously made the correct conclusion, and then also made the same moral choice, which is quite interesting. I do. Oh, I can press continue. I do like being able to see. It's not so much in this one, but I do like being able to see statistics of how people decide things and stuff like that. It's always. I always find it quite interesting. There was a game that I played which did that quite thoroughly. I mean, I haven't played any of the other ones in this strain, but way back, I haven't played it on my channel, but ages ago I played oh, what's it called? Until Dawn. And in Until Dawn, that gives you loads of like stats of who did what, who saved who chose what to do, and stuff like that. It's really interesting. Watson! Oh, I thought Holmes was dead
Holmes, what happened?
then. Had a nap.
I feel deathly.
Oh,
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
hopefully not. Yeah, what we
The
got?
pupil is dilated.
What button do I press again? Hang on. No! I don't want to skip. How do I...
The
forehead.
temperature appears to be normal.
Oh, okay.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
Okay, how do I do that? Click to start the stopwatch. Measure the pulse rate by counting the heartbeats for 10 seconds.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
I have to click. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
That's not good.
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all.
Short
Don't tell me
Horrigan.
that you
Choo
did this
Choo
to yourself.
Charles.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
What is
Holmes,
Choo Choo Charles?
Imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Oh, he's fine.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Sorry, folks. Lost 7 Dreamer KXO. I'm okay, thank you. Let's just get rid of that. Oh, hello. Typing in caps. That's always fun. Lost 7 Dreamer KXO. Bye. Thank you very much for the offer, but I am not interested. Cool. Sorry. Right. So we got a new case. We've got to join Lestrade at Strand Lane Baths. The ancient Roman bath at Strand Lane is soon to be reopened to the public. But what mysteries and forgotten curses might it conceal? Only one person can discover the truth. What else we got here? Chronicle. Okay, so my overall personality ranking is commiserative. And I got a souvenir. I got the train whistle. Lovely. Right, let's go to the bath place. I have no introductions as of yet. Brother, if you're still there, what on earth is Choo Choo Charles? I am intrigued. Does it have anything to do with Thomas the Tank Engine? That's the real question. Whoa. Oh. Do I have to censor these? They're statues.
Beautiful place.
Indeed.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Suspects.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
That doesn't mean he did
see.
it.
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All 3 witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
Interesting.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Calling it was him.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Let's go and speak to Mr. Phillips. Hello, friend.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Let's do a quick examination of the person. Ah, there we go. Light wrinkles. Scissor cut. Grooms himself. Lives alone. Oh, fastidious. Starch collar. Fastidious. Shiny buttons. Manchester City. Oh! Oh! Telegram sent today. Excuse me.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths.
Cool.
I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
It's kind of horror game when you're an archaeologist sort of guy. Gets taken to an island with some rich guys genetically mutated some eggs. One has hatched and it is a train combined with a spider. And you have to destroy Charles. Lovely. That sounds hilarious. I'm going to have to look at that.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Well, we shall, Okay, so we've got to search the crime scene and area of the Strand Lane Baths and find the missing weapon that was used to kill Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. That's our aims.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Frigidarium.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, I have to go to the steam room.
Frigidarium.
Frigidarium. Sorry. Frigidarium. I wonder what this is. Exitus. I think that's the way to leave.
The steam room.
Sudatorium.
The changing room.
The apoditarium. Knock, knock!
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Okay, so we've got several sets of clothes. Towels.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
That's probably the Sir What's-His-Face dead person's. Booze!
Champagne for a special occasion. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
I think that it's melted. Anything else?
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Just a shame that he died. Obviously there was no joy post-steam session. Anything else? What's my special view button? I've forgotten. Oh, that's not what I want. Nope. I can't remember. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, I think that's probably everything in here. I forgot. New characters. And new clues. And here we are in the steam room with all the suspects. Whoa.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Stabbed in the
One you
eye.
almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
Trigger warning for anyone who doesn't like blood and gore.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Savage. What was that? Blood.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Okay. Right hand.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Well, death is very recent. Between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Well, that's it.
I think we have found all that we can here. taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
I don't know.
What concerns me
Room full of
is that
suspects.
we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside
Body
a closed
stuff.
chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
Not ridiculous, just egotistical.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
There's something there. What's that?
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Ah, this was my view thing.
The grid cannot be removed.
Are there any of these that are loose? Steam switch.
G. Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA.
Oh,
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
okay. We should probably turn that back off. No, okay. Guess we'll just. Hey. Can I? Oh, I had to be in my special vision to be able to turn it back off. Okay, back to normalcy. Here's the brazier.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up this melted metal. It is too hot. I cannot reach into it. The
Okay.
weapon is nowhere to be found.
It's a pair of glasses, though.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier.
Possibly.
These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Lovely. Can I use them to hoik out the piece of metal? Mr.
It's
Garrow.
horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
Well, he's got blood on his apron. Towel, even, not apron.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Okay, so he was obviously involved somehow. Is it going to be like a murder on the Orient
I'm in shock.
Express?
I don't want to talk.
A murder on the Orient Express sort of situation where they're all involved
I can't talk at the moment.
for whatever reason.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Oh, I think we're happy here. So in theory, I reckon if we look...
Expensive clothes, belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Why are there only 3 sets of clothes? This is another question. If there were 4 people in there, where is the last set of clothes? And so the questions continue.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
As long as they're clothed.
Please wait, I need to do something first.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do first. I just clicked that option because it was an option. Missing murder weapon. Let's talk to Mr. Phillips. Just keep everyone on the site.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. But I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any
I
time
have
or
it.
receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
Morning telegram.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips.
Ooh.
You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
The lump of metal is a weapon. It was melted after the murder. Valid point. Valid point.
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Always. You trying to tell me it's not important?
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Can I go in here now? I can. Interesting. Oh, Sir Rodney
This
Bentcliffe's
area
office.
serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Whoa.
Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
Anything else?
I will need these tongs.
This will allow me to take the lump of metal, which could, as Tim quite rightly said, possibly be the murder weapon. Document. This metal plate, besides its archaeological interest, appears to be part of something larger. At the present moment, I'm unable to determine exactly what it might be. Looks like some sort of lid.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
Some sort of press? Oh, I took it. Okay.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Okay, what we've got on the desk. Got a letter. Dear friend, I wish to organise a press conference at the Strand Lane Baths next month. 1893 was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, to shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event, and record it favourably if we treat them well enough. I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore, and use the special friends of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Okay, got some glasses. Newspaper. Daily Mirror. There are few among us who can claim any degree of unfamiliarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. He is a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notoriety, and vigour to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charms, as has oft been declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. Builds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber, and carries an influence inside the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving or authoritarian. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at any archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. Another newspaper. The Times, miraculously reopening for the Strand's Roman Baths excavation research. The research efforts were about to be halted when a saviour arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Sir Rodney had taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site holds the key to a great mystery. We pledge to update our readers with all of the exciting news as it develops.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Anything on the shelves? Oh,
Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations. A glass plate negative is missing.
there's one missing.
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that. So we found some negatives. Interesting. Okay, so this is obviously a more far older and more derelict area of the Roman barracks. Oh.
Oh my god, are you alright? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
Could someone
Those
have
stones
pushed
weigh
it?
tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Okay, so I guess we don't need to go that way.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Not the frigidarium, apparently. Okay, let's see if Philip...
These baths are becoming sinister.
we'll talk to Lestrade in a second. Triple check that I've not missed anything. Can't see anything less off chance.
I can't understand what happened. Am I allowed to...
If you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed properly first.
The others got any other blood on them? No, just Gary. We can at least get this lump of metal. Got it.
I should analyze this melted metal.
Okay, well, I need to take it to my chemical thing. Oh, I've got a few things to analyze, and I've got to look at my archives. I guess I can let these guys go because I've got to interrogate them anyway. Interview them. Don't know whether I should cover every...
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
I don't know whether I should cover every other avenue first before letting him do that.
Please wait. I need to...
Let's just hang on. Sorry. I know I could interrogate them now, but if I go back to Baker Street, do my analyzing, analyzing. I'll complete my analysis, and then we can press on. And if there's nothing else to do, we'll see. Then we'll let them go. Okay, so first things first. Letters. Well, hello. The Times. The power of the Empire is growing stronger day by day. As of yesterday, the Mexican consortium, Caracal, began serving the cause of the British Empire. This arrangement is undeniably profitable for London and England overall, and it is a great achievement for our exceptional diplomatic and political community. In other news, a train has mysteriously disappeared en route to Evesham, railway station. Didn't even realise that this was a thing. Oh wow, the Strand. The grotesque murder of former Captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murderer of Peter Carey was Pablo Conventrao, one of Carey's former harpooners. However, lawful justice could not be awarded. Coventry died of natural causes, possibly from his remorse at committing such a terrible crime.
This is where I keep my post.
Indeed. Okay, so Ronnie's draft, 1893. Bentcliffe's Mummy. The Strands of Bentcliffe's Mummy. The great excavation in Aswan has taken over 3 years. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe directed the archaeological work. A mummy was found in an unnucleated eye. Oh, with an unnucleated eye. And posed in an unusual position. The right hand was tensed, as if reaching out for something or to someone. The mummy was buried upright. She had the name the Desperate Mummy due to her very peculiar characteristics. Excuse me. Nearby could be read in Latin, "By the eye he was punished, for he saw what he was not worthy." The mummy is believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian, as some symbols in the tomb are in common with the Mithraic mysteries.
Here it is.
Perfect.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Indeed. Just read that.
On the sofa for the 3rd time today.
Toby.
Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Right, let's start by analysing the dirt.
Selenite.
Selenite.
Pyrite.
Pyrite.
Otherwise known as fool's gold. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the colour and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay.
Nice.
Now,
Good.
I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
Well, I guess it would be...
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
Cool. Let's analyse the blood.
Let us analyse this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface.
Okay.
I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Ah. Let's do this properly. Then we'll just... some there. Happy with that?
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Interesting. Why? Okay, let's find out what...
This is a piece of
going
metal
on with
taken
this.
from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Okay, so if it's not, then what? Get some acid. Start with the coin. Okay, so it's gone sort of a reddish colour. And it matches.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality. My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Okay, so we've come through to 3 analyses. And from that, we've gained what? Not sure yet.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Well, I guess next is now the opportunity to get changed. And then the opportunity to interrogate the suspect. Wait. I need my hat. Oh, wrong table. Hat. Which hats? There it is. Can't go anywhere without my hat. That would be ridiculous. Off we go. Right, now we may go. Back to the baths. Release the suspects to the yard. And then question them. Not interrogate, just question. Gentle, yet thorough questioning.
All these events are bad.
Okay, let's release the suspects.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there.
Check
Any
fridge.
objections?
What am I checking the fridge for? Okay, here. Wait. What, down this way again? I don't think I've got anything else to see in there. And this here is blocked now. A frigidarium or whatever it was. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Right, let's get the suspects here in Scotland Yard. We can talk to them.
Mr.
No objections.
None, Lestrade.
Take them away. Right, now we need to go to Scotland Yard to interrogate the suspects. Oh, the clothes are gone. Baths are empty. Okay, let's go to Scotland Yard. Have I got any deductions? Oh, we have. Effective arrival. So Ronnie's arrival saved the archaeological research of the baths. Very liquid blood. Champagne. Don't think any of these link. No. No, they do not. Let's continue on then. I didn't think they would, but no harm in checking. And here we are, back at Scotland Yard.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes?
What should we do next, Holmes?
We should.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
G'day, sir.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Can't go in there. Evidence. Any evidence for me to poke my nose in? Personal effects. Whose belongings were these? Ah, these belongings from the people. Pitkin's belongings.
An embroidered silk handkerchief.
RP.
A fountain pen with solid gold trim.
And a playing card. Oh. Sir Gregory Pitkin.
Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Okie dokie. Mr. Garrow's belongings.
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Okay.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Mistake. Blinkhorn's belongings.
An ordinary pencil.
Are you sure? Could be a murder weapon. This is a letter from Sir Gregory Pitkin, manager to Mr. Blinkhorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation of the baths to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, and yet the works have not progressed. You have failed to find anything of value, and we are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and to find yourself yet another workplace. Okay, and then Bentcliffe's belongings.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room.
It's got a welding mark.
I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
I can see that.
An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
Notebook.
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest. The last pages were torn out.
Indeed.
We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
Is that enough? Oh, oh! Say. Today I almost found it. Today I almost found it.
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Today I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Almost found what?
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
Oh. Awkward. Report from the coroner. Subject Sir Rodney Bentcliffe, age 63. The right eyeball has been burst, pierced to the hilt by a curved bladed knife. The blade cut through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping a part of the frontal lobe and the corpus callosum, after which, completing its trajectory into the cerebellum, caused hemorrhagic lesions. All of these injuries led directly to the death of the individual. At the upper lobe of the right lung, there is an old injury filled with an amount of mucus that is ciliated debris that may correspond to a chronic infection by elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber, a decaying mummy, for example, or a dried and decomposing food product intending to accompany the deceased in their grave. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged. Interesting. Let's just finish looking at Bentcliffe's belongings. A coin.
An old and rather dirty coin.
And lastly, some
a
sort of
hand-drawn map.
Lovely. Evidence fully tampered with.
Locked.
Locked. The morgue? Can I go and look at the body? Oh, ooh. I can.
An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says. According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
Whoa.
Some light bruising caused by a rope. The bruising is in lines. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
This could have been him going down into tombs or something, I guess. Deduction? Strange wound. Very liquid blood. Okay, steam moisture. The presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the steam, or the presence of water in the blood is an unexplained clue. Must be linked to the murder process. I would say that seems more likely. I would think. But then, I don't know. We'll continue our little investigation. We'll see what we'll see, I guess. Excuse me, Watson.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Well, you can cease wondering, because on my mind now is the fact that we must go and interrogate these individuals.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Hello. So we've got Mr. Garrow, we've got Mr. Blinkhorn, and Mr. Pitkin. Let's start with Mr. Garrow. I think he might be
Please
the most
escort this suspect for interrogation.
I think he might be the most exciting.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock
I picked the
Holmes,
wrong
and
one.
I am
Never mind.
assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
Hello. Let's have a quick scan of Mr. Blinkhorn, see what we think of him. Focused look, attentive. Rusty braces, shabby workwear, not wealthy. Okay, so he has potential financial gain. Dirty cuff, recent earthwork. Callous. Is a gardener?
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
Why did he hesitate?
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Interesting.
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
That's a bit weird.
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
So he's probably overdosing on that drug then.
How well were your researchers progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
Pitkin's letter.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
Interesting.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Champagne.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
I'm intrigued to know what happens
Please
with this bottle
escort
of champagne.
this suspect for interrogation.
Maybe it's a red herring, but it feels like
A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
do a quick evaluation. Badly shaven. Eye bags. Oh. Dirty clothes. Positive amulet. Hamster hand. Superstitious. Oh, protective amulet, sorry. What am I missing? What am I missing? There's got to be something I'm missing here. Dirty clothes. Something to do with his hand? No. What am I missing? What? Ah, perspiration. I see. Oh, it's supposed to be sweat. Okay.
What is your
I thought it was a
occupation?
scar.
I am a councillor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes, so many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you, and He trusted me, but, oh,
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear... No, nothing. I'm better now.
This man concerns me, even if he is
Please
harmless.
try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot, I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
Saw the knife? What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Interesting.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh. His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now.
Oh, so it's his repair.
This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it. We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
What?
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
Interesting. Broken glasses, go. No? Ah. Item from silver is recently melted inside the brazier. Like you said, brother, possible silver weapon. Any other deductions? Dark clues, that's what I was supposed to be doing. Okay. Well, still got lots of things to do.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Mr. Pitkin.
Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
Yes. So he's the rich boy. Arrogant look. Mouth shape, disdain. Signet ring, aristocratic roots. Gold chain, cashmere waistcoat, man of wealth.
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes. I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
Oh, sorry. Just smack my microphone.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament. Suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. Then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Seems like quite a few people are trying to pin it on Garrow.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Letter.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Not sure I like this guy.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
No, not really.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Okay. So on the whole, wow. Okay. Sir Rodney's lie, stolen notes. Mortal secret. Why would Sir Rodney be hiding anything? Could his discovery be the motive for the crime? The last expedition. Find out where Sir Rodney was several days before his murder and uncover his precious secret. Pickets fight. Oh. Blinkhorn's emulation. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney, but at high cost to his morale. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney. He was thankful for the possibility of working together and the chance for learning from him, sorry. What other clues have we got? I don't think any of these are linked. No. Cool. Well, we're getting closer and closer to the answer. So, we now need to try and work out what discoveries Sir Rodney was going to make. So we need to go back to Baker Street, try and find on the map what this little hand-drawn thing that Sir Rodney did is, and then we can go there. Map. Is it that? No. This is what we need.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them.
Okay, so I've got to try and find the point at which This. Oh, right. Oh. Is it there? No. Ah. That looks familiar.
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
Let's do it. St. Albans. Let's make it happen. And here we are.
We don't have many leads here.
Well, we're working on it. Archaeological field. Something. Site is closed until
This
further
archaeological
notice.
site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here?
Let's go and find out, Mr. Holmes. You're obviously busy to a certain extent. Dom Mahadriano.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste. This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Reports. Document. Hidden Temple of Mithras. Followers of Mithras were covert, worshipping more conventional deities such as Juno or Neptune in their everyday lives. Mithras temples were usually found below the temple of other gods. Mithras followers often referred to their traditional deities to gain passage to Mithrium. To the Mithrium. The example of the Mithrium of Dio in France is interesting, as the entrance was located beneath a carved statue of Diana. This entrance was possibly revealed by a clever stone and a rope mechanism, which may never have been discovered if the water infiltration had not destroyed the mechanism, opening the way down to the Mithrium. Mithraic temples can be found in Rome, Ostia, Numidia, Dalmatia, Britain, and along the Rhine-Danube frontier, while being somewhat less common in Greece, Egypt, and Syria. Okay, a bit of lore. Always love a bit of lore. I guess we'll take this document. Curses and beliefs, and the empty coconuts that they used to imitate the sound of horses' hooves, another strange ritual for the old gods to keep the evil spirits away. The people, feeling that the dark eye was upon them, would melt their valuables in the fire. Sub-Saharan tribes burned fruits, and the rich Roman families spared no expense melting silver or tin. It is not recorded if such valuable offerings were thrown away with the ashes or if they were reused at a later date. So this melting of silver, what's his name? Completely forgotten. This guy, Garrow. He seemed to think that the silver thing was going to work. Which is interesting. Desk. Metal cubes. Document. Mithraic mysteries. The cults of Mithras was a mysterious religion practiced within the Roman Empire from around the 1st to the 4th century AD. The name of the Persian god Mithra, adapted by the Greek as Mithras, was linked with a new and distinctive imagery. Excuse me. Worshippers of Mithras had a complex system of 7 grades of initiation with ritualistic meals. Initiates would meet in the underground temples called Mithria and were retained in large numbers. The iconic scenes of Mithras showed him as being born from a rock and slaughtering a bull. Toroctony. Also got reports. Toroctony knife. The knife used by Mithras for the tauroctony, the sacrifice of the bull, is originally a curved sacrificial blade of Persian origin. Its curve can be from 5 to 15 degrees. The name is derived from the Persian sword Shamshir, which means sword. This radically curved sword family includes the Shamshir, scimitar, talwar, kilij, pulwar, and the Mongol saber. A myth of the golden knife is the key to the Mithraic mysteries that some describe as an equivalent to the Holy Grail. The golden knife carries a curse that will spill the blood of the unworthy who would dare to touch it. So there's a chance that he was cursed. Seems I got... Ah, okay, cool. So that's a puzzle for us to do. Got someone needs to talk to someone about the Mithraic mysteries. Probably, what's his face? Blind. What was he called? Blindfold. Blindfold? He wasn't called Blindfold. Ooh. Oh! It's a Cyclops. Polyphemus. Wow. Fresco.
The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking.
Interesting. Anything else here of note? Doesn't appear to be. Area 5, the temple.
Construction hooks. Construction hooks.
Okay, so it's an object of interest, but why?
Construction hooks.
Do I need them?
Neptune, the god of the sea. It is a statue of Minerva.
Okay. The Arch of Hadrian. Doesn't appear to be anything down here. Oh, what's this? Some sort of mine? Pit. Oh. Tools. Archaeological tools.
Excavating tools. A bucket, shovel, and brush.
I've taken a trowel. Looks like a forgotten pit.
I don't need the ropes for now.
Okay, so we've got a few objects of interest. So I guess I'm going to be setting up something at some point. This place is huge. Minecart? Some sort of mine track. It's interesting.
This railway is used to remove rubble from the site.
Ah, well there you go. Learn something new every day. Just go down the ramp down here. Area 4, Tablinium. Oh, come on. Ah,
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
use the trowel. Wait, so someone actually bothered covering this with mud? Frigidarium. Okay, so this is...
I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman Baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
Indeed. Indeed. To what end, is what we ask. There's a bull over there.
It is a broken statue of a bull. This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city. The gastrophets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
We're supposed to go over there. Tourist domain. Is this another door?
The door has been left open.
Same spiel. This way. Oh. Boots, coats, shelves. Document. More reports. Dear Lord Blacklord, manager of the baths, Sir Gregory Pitkin, was quite a nuisance at the start when I arrived. After you stepped in, he became rather more helpful. Occasionally, people of his rank are not well suited to the work of such great magnitude. They lack the necessary vision. In a few weeks, I hope to bring the good news of the Strand Lane baths. I am on the verge of discovering a major archaeological artifact, one that might be used politically by your party to demonstrate the strength of our ancestors and fulfill the need to protect our empire from any present and future threats. Kind regards, Sir Rodney Bitcliffe. Gastrophets. Calvin, Hobbes and you consider yourselves as being so smart and funny. I had a good laugh when you froze Miss Durkin's notes about the Arch of Hadrian in the ice. However, our thesis exams are just ahead. As you are the so-called brain of your improbable duo, I have to warn you that my gastrophets model, the ancient Greek crossbow, and not the medical device to relieve constipated people, as you might have thought, is not to be touched, or else I will have to inform Mr. Wormwood about everything you've done these past 2 years. P.S. I ate Hobbs' tuna sandwich. S. Spittle. Okay. Ah.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Oh, there's the schematic.
The gastrophets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
So now we go and get the rope and hooks, I assume. Rope was over this way. Where's Watson? Has he stayed behind? The lazy man. Some rope over here, I think.
I don't need the ropes for now.
Okay, he doesn't want me to recreate the what do we got? What do we got? This is still... Ah! Pitkin's complaint. What have I learned? Oh, here. Pitkin's worries. Pitkin feels rather uncomfortable postponing the public opening of the Roman bath because of Sir Rodney. He was angry because of this. In all Pitkin's hopes, Pitkin expects to receive much of value from Sir Rodney's research. The work will increase the bath's renown and popularity. Indeed. Okay, so we're not... Doesn't look like we're going to be playing with the gastrophet yet.
Have you found something interesting?
Indeed I have. Have I seen everything I need to? So use for the statue. Oh, there's use for both of the statues. Interesting. Okay, let's start by going to Baker Street and see if we can sort out this metal puzzle, hopefully. Here we are.
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them.
Oh, I see. Right, okay.
I will count this piece as a starting point.
Right, I see. Okay, so I need... How do I...
I will count the...
How do I... How do I rotate it the other way? Oh, I can swap them. Well, that's not correct. Okay, so this requires some brains. Or I can swap that one and that one maybe? And then that one get rotated that way. Oh no, because that's not a triangular fit. That is, but that's the wrong side. That's a triangular fit. Okay, let's try swapping that one and that one. Spin that one round. Ah! Okay, so that fits together like that. That does not fit there. This must come up here. Somewhere. Okay, so that can't be right. So if I swap that one and that one, and then spin you round. Okay, so it likes that. That's good. And I need... That's the top bit, isn't it? Okay, so if I spin you round to there... Same with that one. Okay, feeling good, feeling good, feeling good. So, I now need to work out all the bottom pieces. So this one and this one are base pieces. I just have to work out which way around they fit. So I think it goes that way. Yep, happy with that. Then that one and that one need to swap. Oops, that one needs to spin around there. And oh, this is looking good. This is looking good. Okay, so now we need to swap this one and this one. I think that's right. Oh no. No, it's not. Those were the right way around. That just needs to spin round to there. That one. And that one needs to swap. Spin that one that way. Spin that one to there.
It is a mould.
Did
and
it?
It is ready for casting.
Sorry, got excited and I slapped the microphone.
The mould is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet...
Okay, well let's make it happen.
Half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution.
Okay, mix away. And pour.
Now let us see what we have here.
Ah! Cast of a curved blade.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
Surprise,
You should
surprise.
not leap to any hasty conclusions, Watson.
It is, however, a curved blade. Mold form. Stolen notes. Strange wound, obviously. This one here. Mold was used to cast the murder weapon. Quite possibly. Check and see if we can create a silver knife with the materials found. Have I not finished that? I thought I had. Maybe I haven't. So search the excavation site. It looks like I've done that. Let's see if we can recreate.
Let us try to create an object from silver by using the mold.
Okay, pop that in the pan.
It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner.
That was
Done.
a bit less
now
than a
I can
minute.
proceed further.
I'll take that. Pour him in there. Should probably have turned off the gas burner.
The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down.
Maybe we should turn off the gas burner.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
No, it will not let me turn it off.
A homemade silver knife.
Indeed.
Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
Indeed. So, silver knife. It's a brazier. Silver weapon was used and then destroyed in the brazier after the crime. Okay, nothing further. Nothing further yet. Though having said that, hang on. So I think there's still more to go on there because the gastro what's it thing that it was talking about. I think that's probably what that is. So I haven't got anything else to do here. Let's go to the Frigidarium then, I guess. We could go to Scotland. No, I'll talk to that blind Blinkcliff person. and see if he's got any answers as to what on earth was going on. Because he might have some ideas on those documents. Might. Blinkhorn.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Speak to Blinkhorn and see if he knows anything further.
What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
Did you expect to find the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary, and we had hoped that... It is a tragedy that he has passed away, taking all of his secrets with him. As soon as I've been released, I will continue Sir Rodney's researches in his memory.
An interesting fellow.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Let's just see if we have anything further to ask the other two.
Perhaps you could explain the cult of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was?
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow.
He's obviously not taking his medicine.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Come on, Mr. Pitkin.
The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse.
So the fact that Sir Rodney is dead is quite a heavy indicator. Garrow's drug. Hang on. Here we are. Garrow's illness. Garrow is tortured by his obsession with the Mithras curse. He's been driven insane, a condition worsened by his medication he is taking. Garrow's weakness. Garrow is melancholic. He is a victim of over-medication, hence the hallucinations and the unpredictable behaviour. His state is worsened by the shock of Sir Rodney's death. Right, let's go to Strand Lane Bath. See if we can get into this frigidarium.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Guess we'll go and have a look at the frigidarium then. Oh, it's almost like it never happened. Am I going to get flattened again this time? Ooh, wow. Boom. Oh.
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones. A hidden sign.
Intriguing. Some sort of portal. a ship. Wonder if I have to push them in a certain order. Ah.
A hidden symbol.
That's the Cyclops. A wreath. I think I've probably pushed too many. Okay, so they can be put back.
A symbol. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
Oh, oh wow, okay. Combine all the statue elements to reveal their secrets. Some sort of key. No. It's like something here. Those go together? Those look like they go together quite nicely. There we go.
The signs are pointing to this bust.
Examine. What did I say? I am obviously just a genius. I just happen to know where I should be going. Where am I going? The wrong way. Where's this door? Where's the door? Ah, there it is. Well, this explains why Sir Rodney had rope marks on his back.
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery.
Are we?
A broken glass plate.
That's the one that was missing.
What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street.
Excuse me.
How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
It's cold.
A sack of crude salt. Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull.
Intriguing.
This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
The initiation grades of the cult of Mithras. Probably a hierarchy. Well, it's kind of both. Oh, wow. Hello. I'm gonna die. It's got the same plate that we saw before.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
Okay, so...
It is very similar to the face of Mithras.
Okay, let's get the other ones lit.
The pillar collapsed a long time ago. The pillar collapsed a long time ago. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea. It resembles a bull. This shadow seems to represent a bridge. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge.
Interesting.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb.
How dreadful. Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
Interesting.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate end.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Okay.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb.
Right, onwards then, I guess.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. We cannot go any further. Mummified bodies. A shovel, not from the Roman era.
Okay. Fallen brazier.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Good question. Is there something I'm supposed to do with this information? To unlock something? I need to go back and look at that. Oh, I see. This is telling me what I need to do. Right, so I need to go back to St. Albans. That's fine. In which case, I'll go to Baker Street first and just have a look at the broken glass thing. Then we'll hit St. Albans. Right. Okay. So classic puzzles. So let's start there. So there. There's a face there. That's quite a good fit. Oh, perfect. Maybe up there. Up there. Lovely.
Done. Watson, could you please use this negative and your photographic equipment to process the photograph? Thank you, Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph.
Ice cream in the desert. We're indebted to the Romans who developed the technique. So this is Sir Rodney.
Another archaeologist, most probably. Sir Rodney. Ice. Salt. Ice cream in the desert. We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique. The pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
Anything else?
Ice cream.
There we go.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Okay. So those linked together. Someone was experimenting with the Roman method of ice production. Check if an ice knife can be created with the materials found. Make a knife of ice?
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold.
Okay, so water.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach -20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts.
Ah.
I think that ice should be added first.
Okay.
A block of ice. I have only to use my ice pick.
Ice pick.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need... a block of ice. Ice. Ice.
How?
It's empty.
What? How do you get it so far down?
Ice. We cannot be making it correctly. Let us try again and be precise with the timing.
Okay, so we need to start with the ice. That's fine. Right, water.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach -20 degrees Celsius. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts.
So how do I mix it?
Ice.
So
Ice.
yes, ice.
Holmes, look. The temperature...
Put back. Salt.
Ice. Ice.
Mix it.
Ice.
How do I mix it?
Ice, salt, and then ice,
How do I?
ice, ice, Ice.
How do I mix it? This is what I don't understand.
Ice. Ice. A block of... A block of...
Okay, I think I've broken it a little bit.
If I wished...
I
If I wished...
may well have... Okay, there we go. I thought I broke it then.
Ice. Before beginning, I must remember...
Okay. So how do I...
Ice, salt, and then the...
It's just a question of how do I mix it?
Ice.
Can I mix it with the ice pick? I'll crush some ice, right?
Holmes, look. The temperature...
The temperature's going down. It stops. Get some salt.
A block of ice.
It goes,
I have a...
goes on a bit further. And some more ice. I see, I just have to wait for it and then I can make it go down a bit more. I'm nearly there. I was just being a dingbat before. Last bit of ice. And the last bit of salt.
Excellent.
There we go.
Now we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen.
Let's see.
An ice weapon for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
So, champagne. Ice was then preserved inside the champagne bucket. I don't know. I would assume that it would melt as soon as you took it to the steam room. Not sure it makes sense. Oh, I forgot about that. So we need to go to St. Albans anyway. Let's go and see if we can find the Mithrium. What clue have we got left? Just the stolen notes. Okay, so now I imagine that we should be able to grab the bits for the Gutrium or whatever it was. There's the rope. Where was the spikes? I think they were up here. Oh, there they are. So one of those. Then, as before, there's the bridge.
This is a reproduction of an ancient...
Okay, can I rebuild it? So it starts with Neptune.
Neptune, the god of the sea.
And it was the bull.
It is a broken statue of a bull.
Then there's a bridge over there.
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar. We should use the... There might be something behind these leaves. I have to find a way of getting there.
Like the crossbow that I was just trying to put back together. You know. Let's go and do that again, shall we? Here we are.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Okay, so the bow will go...
I should use the appropriate object here.
So handle goes on the handle joint. Mechanism. Shutter. Where does this go? Rotate. Bow rabbit. Beautiful. I now have an old crossbow, which I can go and shoot things with.
Those rings on the bridge are perfect targets.
Oh, he's got a wiggly hand, hasn't he?
This one is ready.
There we go.
This one is ready.
2. One more.
The bridge is ready. Now I must cross it.
Oh, this is exciting. Oh, he's a fussy man. Oh. Come on, Holmes, you can do it.
Watson, come here. I have found something.
Oh, it's a way down. A way down indeed. Let's go and see what's down in the depths.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful.
Search the Mithrium. Whee! Whoa. That looks like it could collapse.
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Okay, so I guess we follow that symbol.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here. Let's take a look around. I saw this symbol in the tunnels under... I saw this symbol in the...
Okay, so we saw all of these symbols. I cannot, for the life of me, remember which one was which.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
Working on it. Let's start with this one. Oh, is it like a maze? Ah, so that was a dead end. Oh, this one goes down. Is down a good sign? Wait, what? Did you just... Oh, okay. Okay, let's try this one. Maybe there's a certain order that I'm supposed to do these. Let me guess. We're now back. Oh! No. Dead end.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
Working on it. It's got to be a logical way to it. Is there a logical way to it? Ah, there is. Right. So let's try this one next. Okay, it seems good. Which seems they must all be balanced. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, so I've just come out there. So this one, helmet. This one. I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing here. I could be completely screwing this up. So far so good by the looks of things though. And then scarab. Scarab, this one. And then sword or some sort of moon thing. Ah, that one. And torch, loop, or a whip. Oh, this loop here. Well, that's a fun whispering. Whoever's whispering like that, do you want to let me know what you actually said? And now it's either some sort of incense hat or a curved blade. Hat. Guess we'll go up this way. I think. I have somehow managed to find myself going the correct way.
Look, it's the golden knife. But how to get it?
Oh, broken that.
This lamp is not old. The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacombs underneath the Frigidaria. The murderer left this lamp.
Okay.
Look, it's the golden knife. But how to get it?
I'm sure sure there are puzzles abound that we can...
Watson, I need your help.
Okay, so... here. So I'm just going to pull this lever, then I'll get Watson and I'll go and have a look at what's through here. I did see there are 2 levers there.
I cannot leave Holmes trapped here alone, even though he did ruin my favourite handkerchief.
Right, so that lets Holmes out. That's not what I'm looking to achieve. This one. No, hang on. That's not the one. That's not the one I wanted to do. I wanted to do the middle one. So let Watson back in. Get Watson into the next part of the chamber. And I'm assuming those levers will be the ones that open the gateways. What's this one do? Okay, so that Holmes out. Right, this one. Okay, that's that gate there. I need to let Holmes out. So I let Holmes out. This one, and then Holmes can finally have the knife. Excuse me.
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case.
Ooh.
Excellent. Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
Raider of the Tombs. So I need to let... this one first. Just let Watson out. And this one. Well, I'm assuming that one of these levers will let Holmes out. And the other one will open the door. That's my hope, anyway. So, this one sets Holmes free. Assuming this one here should be the gate just next to us. Hopefully. Which it is indeed! And we are free. Go on then, Watson. Don't just dilly. Freedom. Right, so some notes in the golden knife. Okay, so we got a lot of choices here. Say we choose that one. I think the silver knife. The murderer hid the weapon in the clouded steam room, then he placed the knife in the brazier in order to destroy it, which resulted in the melted silver that we found. What was that? Sir Rodney's... Oh, Sir Rodney's discovery. A metaphorical bomb. He could use it as the powers of annihilating anyone who's stood in his way. He alone would take the fame and glory. Garrow's suffering was too great. After Sir Rodney's grand discovery, Garrow lived in fear of the Mithras curse, and so developed heightened feelings of paranoia. Which was Garrow with the silver knife. So that's one conclusion. An explained clue. Method: ice knife. The murderer hid the weapon inside the ice bucket with the champagne. After the attack, the knife was left to melt, so causing the excess of water in the blood pool. Garrow with the ice knife again. Blinkhorn's interest. Garrow's weakness. Motive: vengeance. Blinkhorn is a deserving specialist who is aware that he was about to be cast aside over a major discovery. He will lose his chance of a lifetime. Blinkhorn with the ice knife. And then you can say the same with the silver knife. And then finally, Pitkin. Motive: stop takeover. Even if Pitkin is one of the owners of the baths, the owner of the baths, he will surely lose them for this major discovery. It will change everything. It will turn the baths into a more permanent excavation site to preserve the research. It will never achieve the commercial status that Pitkin desires. So can we Pitkin with the silver knife? Or it could be Pitkin with the ice knife. Okay, so we've got lots of conclusions that we can draw. We have to work out who killed Sir Rodney. I don't know. So someone who would want the knife. I mean, that would come across as this guy, Blinkhorn. Epic girl. Hello. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm well, thank you. How are you? You having a good day? You're good. I'm glad to hear it. Just trying to work out what I'm doing with this case. You all denied the bottle of champagne. See, he might... Blinkhorn, he's an interesting character because he might... He could well be the one. I think the last... I believe the golden knife... So, Gregory Pitkin, I think... I don't think we'd kill him. It doesn't make sense. Like he sought to gain too much from the excavations, essentially. No, not the worthy ones. Golden knife, the mummy. I wonder if it was Garrow. Did he have visions, or was he actually there? Because there was a mummy there that had its eye cut, same way that... Oh, but that was under the baths, wasn't it? So you could well have seen that. That wasn't back at... That wasn't back at St Albans. I wonder if there's anything else I can gain from the suspect. If there's anything else I can ask them, then that might just point me in the right direction. I'm leaning mostly towards Blinkhorn at the moment. Just because he had the most to gain from it all. I know I can draw my conclusion now, but I just want to see if there is any final
I'm not sure that I can be helpful at the moment.
Okay.
I'm trying to rest.
Okay.
Do you have something else to ask me?
I wish I did, but obviously not. Okay. Driven insane. No medication has hallucinations. Blinkhorn. This is the biggest sense that I get. Is the fact that Blinkhorn was put out of the job by Sir Rodney. I don't think he's. I think it's Blinkhorn. Blinkhorn have done it with ice? Then preserved inside the champagne bucket. That just seems so far-fetched. Oh, then there's the fact that what's his face said that he was struggling with the steam. Hang on. He said, what did he say? This guy here, Garrow. Room was so hot I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there. You found the body. I saw the knife flying through the air. I saw the blood, tried to escape, but I don't remember. Shining like gold. Okay, so it's probably the silver knife. Curse ring. I feel like I don't think it's Garrow. I think I'm happy with my conclusion here. I think it's the silver knife, and I think it was Blinkhorn. Oh, that's the only conclusion I can think that makes sense. I think we should condemn Blinkhorn. I think he's... Oh, I don't know, I feel like I'm wrong, but here we go. I'm going to condemn him for his saltiness.
I'm feeling rather uncomfortable. Why have I been put into these cuffs?
I fear that you had better get used to
think
them,
it is
Mr.
well?
Lincoln.
Oh,
They
thank
are
you for the
your
follow. I
reward for
appreciate
the
it.
murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
What? No, that's a lie.
It is regrettable, for you are a talented archaeologist. I will request that you are placed in a prison where you are unable to dig an escape tunnel. That is, of course, if they decide that you shall live. The consulting detective who salutes your intelligence in performing the perfect crime, yes, but also the gentleman who detests your motivation.
You know nothing.
You wish to be the one who would reveal this to the world.
Is that the golden knife? How?
I also like to dig, you see. I only followed your trail. Such a pity that there is always someone willing to steal your credit, wouldn't you say? And there was the chance of a lifetime. You had to take it. It was not to be shared. But now I am here, and there is no one who will stop the tread of justice, Mr. Blinkhorn. Goodbye.
I really hope I got that right. Okay, Blinkhorn knew of Bentcliffe's intention to take all the credit, discovering the golden knife he devised cunning. Yeah, we know all this. Did I get it right? No, I was wrong. Oh, you wouldn't have known about the coins. Oh, what was it then? Was it Blinkhorn with the ice knife? I'm intrigued. I need to know. Do you really want to replay the conclusion? Game will load before the moral choice is made. Yes. I need to know. This is going to annoy me if I can't find out. Replay the ending. Yeah. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what it was. I'm still pretty convinced it was Blinkhorn, but maybe with the ice knife then. Blinkhorn ice knife. Let's try that.
I'm feeling rather uncomfortable.
Am I able to skip the spiel?
I fear that you had better get used to them,
probably
Mr.
not.
Blinkhorn. They are your reward for the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
What? No, that's a lie.
It is regrettable, for you are a talented archaeologist. I will request that you are placed in a prison where you are unable to dig an escape tunnel. That is, of course, if they decide that you shall live. The consulting detective who salutes your intelligence in performing the perfect crime, yes, but also the gentleman who detests your motivation.
You know nothing.
You wish to be the one who would reveal this to the world.
Is that the golden knife? How?
I also like to dig, you see. I only followed your trail. Such a pity that there is always someone willing to steal your credit, wouldn't you say? And there was the chance of a lifetime. You had to take it. It was not to be shared. But now I am here, and there is no one who will stop the tread of justice, Mr. Blinkhorn. Goodbye.
Yes! Okay, so it was the ice knife. That makes more sense. Because you wouldn't have known about the coins. I understand now. That's still so odd. Wow. I accept the decision and move on. My ranking is sympathizing. Still, somehow. Even though I just killed Blinkhorn. Wow. That was a cool case. I enjoyed that one.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
Well, I'm afraid I have actually run out of time for this evening, my friends. We're going to have to find out what Holmes wants with Watson in our next stream. Probably next Monday. But thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me, as usual. Next game, stop. Chill. We will come back. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming and hanging out with me and enjoying this game. This game is fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. Epic Girl, shout out to you for the follow. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of my content. If any of you are interested, as per usual, there's my social links. There's my Twitter, Discord if you just want to chat, and YouTube is just where I archive all the streams that I've done previously. Lots of games there that I have played, so feel free to go and have a look. Lots of horror, lots of mystery puzzles and stuff, and yeah, lots of fun. Anyway, I hope to see you guys all next week, and I'll be back on Monday, all being well. So take care and bye for now.